I am Shane.
I'm Kelsey.
And this is Dixie. And we're Love Hut for Life. For 170 weeks, we've been touring around the country in our homemade truck camper.
That's right, guys. It's been a whole lot of fun, and this week is no different. We are hanging out in Arkansas helping two guys convert military trucks into homes on wheels. These projects are awesome, and we also got away to do a little bit of rock hounding, so stay tuned till the end. If you haven't already done so, be sure and comment below so that we know who's watching.
Boy howdy, it's another good morning on the road for me. If you guys have been watching, I'm hanging out in Arkansas working on these big camouflage behemoths. This one here, I'm doing a bit of a cabinet install as well as finishing up some walls on these slide outs. That is a 1985, I do believe, deuce and a half. It's a double axle. It's a big old thing. It's got two slide outs on it. I call them slide outs. They kind of fold in. Very military. This one is a whole different beast. This is a single axle in the back with a custom box built on it. And I've been working on helping my buddy Kirk build a really cool bathroom area. As well as today, we're going to start installing a bunch of blue boxes, the Victron stuff. Y'all hang on, this is going to be a fun week. For me it is, at least. I hope it is for you too. Check it out. That one got set yesterday. The Sika has set behind it, so it is firmly held to the wall. Plus this one actually has some mechanical binding with these screws. The rest, don't really plan on adding too many screws to it. So this one's the next one going in, and it goes across this face here. So we're going to be applying glue, and then we're going to clamp it. And we'll let it sit overnight. And we also have a few more that we're going to be putting in the same way. It's going to be a fun day. Y'all hang on. Y'all meet Buffalo. I'm working on building a facade or cabinet face here. There's a couple things going on. There's a microwave there. There's a window unit air conditioning, which was this giant thing. And they're going to be downsizing a little bit. So it came out. And I'm going to be mounting these drawers inside of what I'm building. I also have been working on this wall this week as well. Basically, this wall pushes out. This side folds in. That side down there folds in. And then the floor folds up and the roof folds down. And then the wall slides in is how these things operate. They basically are watertight, sealed by nothing more than just a rubber gasket which rests on the top of this. When I reel this wall in, it rests flush here. At some point that gasket went bad and we had a lot of dry rot all down through this area, and that kind of carried on all the way through. So there's also very unique windows and coverings in this thing too. That thing just bolts to the plywood faces, if you can tell. They also open by just turning them and they kick out. Really cool vehicle. The side doors come open all the way, so they use forklifts to bring the welder inside because most of this rig has been welded together, which I'm a fan of because I don't know how to do that. But what I do know how to do is make sawdust, and that's what I'm here for. Let's go. Y'all meet Buffalo. Well, I've been hard at it in here today. I've got my support rail remounted for the bed frame. And I finished reinstalling all the windows, the emergency alarm for the door, as well as the inspection plate for the mechanism to do something. I'm not sure what that mechanism does. Something important, I'm more than sure of. I then moved my direction over here, and I've been working on squaring all of this up. It looks like at some point they used a 4x6 or maybe a 6x6 and cut it down this way, but this one was a little crooked, so I used a table saw and milled it down to get it back out of my way and to get it straight. And we're using these very serious pieces of hardware to hold the front of it in, because in essence, when you push out the air conditioner, it opens this back door and all the weight of the air conditioner is suspended on all of this. So anchoring into this solid structure here allows for a cantilever effect. I'm going to multiply that as I add a face to it. It'll have connection points through this as well. This puppy's not going anywhere, but I'm going somewhere for today. I'm a bit tired. We'll be back at it tomorrow. It'll be different. Good morning, Buffalo. It's time to get up in you. I'm starting my day by working on these drawers. This is going to be what goes inside of the cabinet. And it gets these handy dandy sliders. These have a lever on the front of them that locks it and releases it. And there's a little blue tab you can pop off. So I popped it off, and I'll be cutting out a channel here in the face of this drawer so it'll look nice and neat. I don't often get to work with metal, but when I do, I like to do it right. There hasn't been much videoing so far today. The shop's been full. Richard, the owner of this vehicle, has been in here working on these two drawers. He had a lot of welding and plasma cutting to do. That right there, my friends, is a tool you should look into, especially if you got to be cutting a lot of metal. An angle grinder just doesn't cut it. Haha, pun intended. But I've been working on this. It looks almost the same as it did, but I've been squaring up my hardware for my drawers. I had to build in a box, and it'll be Craig jig screwed to the back here, and that way I can attach it to my face, and that'll create a nice sturdy box to hold our aluminum drawer. I've also been getting ready to install this drawer. I had to notch out this to get this PEX out of the way, and now I've got to do the same. Let's see how much I can get done before Kelsey tells me to clock out. So at some point today, while I was at work, this thing showed up. This is the same as the rig we're working on, except they removed this entire bed to put that box on the back of it. And actually, as you can see, we have these supports, and they use this for helicopter purposes, if I'm not mistaken. And then these are attached to this beam here. So they cut these ties on the other one and took all of it off and attached the box to this framework here, which, as you can see, really gives you some footage for clearance. And that's how they were able to get such a large box on it. This trailer is actually going to be pulled behind the rig I'm working on right now. It's just being used for scrap. Boy, these things are cool. Boy, it was a long day inside of this big metal box. But I'm very happy with where we're at. I managed to get both boxes built with slides attached for these drawers. Normally I'd open them for you guys, but it's a two-handed procedure, so you'll have to wait on that one. There's going to be a microwave going here. And basically what happens from this point forward is I'm using steel supports in this wall where I've tagged to them, and now I'm going to be attaching plywood facing up, and I'll route out for the microwave as well as for our air conditioner that we're going to be putting on this slide here that's on top. I do believe it's going to be edited a little bit because it's smaller than the last one, thank goodness. But tomorrow we'll make it look different. See you then. I'm back at it again today. This morning I'm going to be tearing a few things down to add in a few more supports so I can make sure everything's nice and sturdy. And then I'll start cutting my face. It's going to get pretty fast. This will be fun. Alright, that's the end of my progress for today. It looks relatively similar to yesterday, but there's a lot of differences. I did have to work on this slide here. It was off kilter, so I had to create a giant wedge that goes underneath it. as well as adding in more blocking for our plywood to attach to. And look, I'm test fitting the microwave too. We're gonna get all of it shoehorned in here. That air conditioner's still gonna be big. Whoa. I've spent my entire day working in that one little area, adding braces and supports, all leading up to cutting this one big piece of plywood. So, as you can see, I have my handy dandy Rocket notebook. Love that thing. And I've drawn out the idea that I'm trying to cut out of this plywood, and there's a lot of very exact lines that I'm drawing out so I can get one piece that just covers the whole project in there. But it's getting cold. It's actually 32 degrees and it's about to start wintry mixing outside, which means it's really cold in this building. I'm gonna call it a day. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Oh, guys, it's a cold morning in Arkansas, and those aren't rain clouds, they're snow clouds. We've got one hell of a storm coming our way. So I have the truck running, and me and Dixie have come to grab Shane so that we can go and get some supplies for ourselves before this hits. Are you helping Dad? Oh my goodness. What are you doing over here?
I am working. This is the faceplate. This is going to be the cover of all the drawers and microwave and air conditioner and everything inside of Buffalo. So I'm basically going to take one piece of plywood, cut a bunch of holes in it, and then stick it up there. Just like that.
All of that is going to go in here. Let's see if I can climb this giant ladder to show you real quick. It's going to cover that space. Meanwhile, Kirk is next door. In another very giant truck. What are you doing over here?
Wiring up the 35 or 30 amp service.
Nice. They're going to be doing a whole lot of electrical on this week. That shower is just about donezo. Man, that thing's awesome. There's the electrical.
Well, it looks like snow, but it's not. That's frozen rain. Oh yeah. Look, we got icicles. I've even driven today, and the ice didn't fall off. It's not coming above freezing in Arkansas today. But I'm gonna stay inside this big building. All right, I'm moving along through the process. I've got my face put in with some rough trimming done. Now I am finalizing it by making it pretty. Let's see what this thing turns out like. I'm pretty excited about it. I do believe I'm gonna call it a day. It's getting colder and colder in here, which means it's colder outside. I started to test fit everything. My drawers are fitting nicely. I've been adding trim. The microwave goes in there. Tomorrow, I'll take all this out, fill it in with wood filler, and sand everything down, and cut this flush. There's gonna be a bit of a decking back there. Obviously, that's not the finish. It'll look different tomorrow.
Oh, wow, that's a lot of ice out there. Look, guys, there's ice on top of all of the big military trucks, too. How cold is it?
It's 28. There's a bit of a winter storm coming through the region. I need to find some layers.
At least you have a building to work in.
That's true. The building is fancy. I like the building.
Still cold though.
Still very cold. Well, this morning I came in and got to work. I did end up having to butcher my face in order to fit this trough here. It's bolting into these stock bolt points that you can see back here, but you still have to have the functionality of the sink. So I'm having to cut down my face so that it mounts back against the original wall, and then I'll build my face around it. No problem, just a few cuts. Y'all stay tuned. Well, I got it surgically split up. That metal box basically mounts in between this panel and the bottom of this one. So now it's time to fill in all of these cracks and crannies and screw holes so it looks like one solid piece. I'm gonna be painting it to match the inside of the truck, so there's really no reason for any sort of seam. If you guys have hung out with me before, you know I'm a big fan of the old school way, which is I take wood glue and sawdust and I mix it together, and it creates a nice seam. This particular glue is quite strong. Sorry, it's really cold in this building and my teeth are chattering. So let's get this put on and I'm gonna go find some coffee. As y'all can see, I got my shelf mounted. Did a little bit of trimming and routing around it. Basically got the entire face done. My drawers are set. Let me see if I tricked it. So they come all the way out. This tray, as well as a lot of other components, are actually Pit Pal products, which apparently comes from Summit Racing for all of you gearheads out there. I think they're pretty cool. These drawers were made to match, obviously. They weren't made by them. All right, now we gotta wait on some green paint.
Oh, guys, it's cold out here. Dixie has forced me out of the house. But that's a good chance to come in and see what Shane's up to. Oh, it's cold. All of the lights are on inside of Buffalo.
Puppy, oh my goodness!
How's it going in here?
Fantastic. You got here just in time to see me clean it off. Ta-da!
Very nice.
Thanks.
Guys, I'm sorry that the camera is shaking so much. It is brutally cold in here.
I'm wearing thermals.
Looking good, babe.
Thanks.
You about ready to call it a night?
I am about ready to call it a night.
Good. Let's clean up and go. Guys, the Love Hut is all strapped down, packed up, and ready to go. If I haven't mentioned it lately, we are very, very close to our favorite place to dig up beautiful crystals like this one and this one in Arkansas. And I'm finally getting Shane to take a few days off from the monster truck building so that we can go meet up with some friends and find some more of them. Let's go get him, guys. Hey, how's it going in here?
being completely and totally unproductive. I'm packing all my tools up though. I'm quite a hurricane to work with apparently, so it's time to get everything corralled in because we're going to take a couple days off and I'll come back and do some more stuff.
Yeah, guys, normally I just go behind him and clean so y'all don't see how big of a mess he makes on his own, but...
Apparently it's too cold for the cleaning lady to show up.
Yeah, a little bit. We will be back to both of these beautiful trucks next week. But over the weekend, I think that their owners are going to be doing a little bit of work themselves in it. So let's see what both of them look like as we're leaving. You'll definitely want to come back next week to see the continued progress. See you later, Sidian. And let's check out Buffalo. Maybe. If Kelsey knows how to open this door. There we go. Oh, it's very dark in here. And let there be lights. Oh, wow, guys. That looks a whole lot different and a whole lot better than it did just a few days ago. And this whole wall. I think when we get back, it's ready for paint, huh?
Yes, we're going to be painting her up. I do believe he's coming in, doing some work with some cables, as well as potentially covering these walls. Maybe I'll cover them. I don't know. We'll see when we get back.
We'll see. For now, it's time to go dig crystals, right, Shane?
Yes.
We're going to find some honkers this weekend.
I certainly hope so. It's going to be muddy up there.
And cold. Oh, so cold. Let's go. Oh, guys, that is an awesome sound. And this girl is very, very happy not to be in that parking lot anymore. Fun fact, we did just find out from our new local friends that we've been calling this forest by the wrong name for quite a while. It's not the Wachita, it's the Wachita, which I think I like better. We'll get to crystal digging in the morning, but for now, I'm ready to get in that house and get warmed up. I think Bill and Jess will be here soon.
Like if y'all would have cut up into Missouri, like just north of Arkansas, that's like over spring area. Yeah. So all the big geysers were there, and this water takes millions of gallons of air, boils out of there. It's turquoise color thing.
Yeah, we keep on seeing that color.
Yeah, I was wondering what it was, if it was like lime or calcium. Yeah.
Because it basically is all just shooting out of these tunnels.
Yeah.
That are in the earth.
That's cool.
Oh, those look good. Billy and Jesse should be in here soon. And we're gonna eat some breakfast and hit the road, guys. It's time to go find some crystals. You excited?
I am excited for pancakes and then crystals.
Mostly the crystals on this end, because I think today we're gonna find a real big one.
The honker awaits. We have not found the honker yet. Hopefully the honker comes today.
Let's see, what up on this wall is from here? This one.
This one. This one.
This one. And that one too. Hopefully we'll find a lot more of that and something bigger today. Truck's ready to go. And so are Jesse and Sedona. Good morning, Sedona. Good morning. Oh, Dixie.
Nice.
Let's play nice, guys.
Yeah. Good friends. Let's try to get this. So I just said it's raining crystals on us. And that means we're gonna have a good crystal day hunting, right?
For sure.
too.
Whoa! You excited too? Oh my goodness!
So excited. This is so neat.
Right?
I think this is like an omen. I mean, should I knock on wood?
Guys, it's raining ice crystals. We don't know. The tree ice is melting and it is really, really pretty out here.
Mine does too!
So come and see.
Plastic shovel. I think it's just a rock. But a cool rock.
You know, I don't feel you on that one, Dad.
Yeah. It's just a rock.
No, that's a beautiful crystal, actually. Pretty. Nice.
Love in a
What do we got over there, guys?
So much food.
Lots of
We got some
foodies.
pork chop and some mad gravy.
We deserve it after a
mad
day
gravy.
of crystal hunting.
We do. Is everyone as sore as me?
I'm very sore.
Yeah. Worth it?
It's early to bed to me. And some Advil.
But after some very good food.
Yes.
Guys, this weekend has been absolutely magical, and we could not be more grateful for Billy and Jess for meeting us to do something that is probably one of our favorite things in the world. I also want to take the time to say how proud I am of this guy and all of the work that he is accomplishing here in Arkansas. You guys want to come back next week to see all of the progress on those two projects, and don't worry, we're not making you wait until Sunday to see what we found on Crystal Vista. You can come Wednesday to see all of our awesome finds and the incredible time we had up in the snow.
I want to say thanks to you for watching this video. And if you haven't watched any of the previous ones, you got a few hundred to go back and watch too.
That's right, guys. If you haven't already done so, be sure and hit that thumbs up, subscribe button, and once again, comment below so that we know who's watching. We will see you next week. Peace out. Have a good one.
Bye, y'all.